Hi, I'm Dolores. I wanted to tell you a funny story about the 6-foot bug. I had a long day of work, so I eat dinner and everything. So I decided, maybe a snack. Just go ahead and sit down, watch TV, drink my chocolate milk, eat a snack. So I got comfortable in my recliner. I was watching TV. Didn't think nothing of it. I leaned my feet back, and then I look up at the ceiling. I thought I saw something move, but when I looked back up, I didn't see nothing. It was gone. It was just gone. So I was like, maybe it's just gone. So I'm just watching TV, and then all of a sudden I see it again. I look up at the ceiling. Sucker. Huge bug on the ceiling. I jump up, I start yelling. I'm like I'm really scared. There's like a huge bug on the ceiling. My boyfriend is like, he jumps out of bed and he's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" I'm like, "There's a huge bug on the ceiling and I'm gone." So I go in another room, grab a suitcase, I fill it up. I'm like, "The bug in the house. I can't do it. I'm out." And he's like, "Oh, stop playing. It's just a little bug. I can kill it. So I was like, okay. So we go in another room. I was like, "You want to kill it? Let's do this." He looks up at the ceiling, and he was terrified. He was like, and I was like, so now he's like, "Oh, just go get a broom and bring a dustpan. Hurry up, we got this." So I go in the other room, I grab a broom, I bring the Lysol and a pot. Put the pot on my head, have the Lysol in one hand and the broom in the other hand. Come back in the room, hand him the broom, have the pot in my head and the Lysol in the other hand. He looks at me and he's like, "You damn fool. What the hell's the damn pot in your head for?" And I was like, "If that bug lands in my head, you're gonna have to snatch me bald." I said, "So the pot is to protect my hair because you're gonna have to snatch me bald if that thing lands on my head." And he just looked at me, he's like, "Just give me the damn broom. Let's do this." He starts swinging at the ceiling, just swinging. I hear something, but nothing falls to the floor. Nothing on the broom, nothing falls to the floor. And he was like, "Where'd it go?" I was like, "I don't know, where did it go?" We both look around on the floor and can't find the bug. And then I'm still talking, and I look around and he's nowhere to be found. Front door is wide open. He done left the building. I hear the car outside starting. He's about to take off. My cell phone rings. I pick it up and I'm like, "Hello?" He said, "Did you see that thing? It was like 2 feet long." I said, No, just leave the house. The bug can have the house. Let's just go." I'm like, "No, my adrenaline is pumping out. Let's get this bug." He was like, "Nope." He's like, "I ain't doing it." He's like, "I'm gone." So I go put the phone down outside, and I'm, because I'm already hyped. I'm like, I'm gonna get this bug now. I grabbed the broom from the floor because it fell, and I start hitting like the recliner where I think it fell at. Nothing comes out. Nothing moves. I don't hear nothing. So I hit the other recliner. Nothing. Don't hear nothing. I was like, "This bug's gotta be over here somewhere." I was like, "This sucker's huge. I never seen nothing that's huge in my life." So I'm hitting each recliner. Nothing. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take this broom. I'm gonna swing really hard at each one of them and see if something falls out." So I hit the first recliner. I'm just taking the broom like nothing. So I started doing the second one, which was my recliner. And I hit the side table where I have my snack at and my chocolate milk. Chocolate milk flies up in the air. Snack cake smashed the foot. I don't know what you want to call it. The smithereens or whatever, it was gone. And the blinds, they're just swinging back and forth. One of the blinds, blades, whatever you want to call it, fell out on the floor. You can see lights flickering because I done hit the lamp. Like, there was all kinds of chaos going. And then I finally hear the bug fall to the floor. Okay, So I hear it fall, I don't see it. So like, okay, I'm gonna move the recliner. Maybe it's behind the recliner. So I slowly start moving the recliner, and I see it. It's just staring at me, like, just looking at me. I'm like, it's staring at me, I'm staring at it. So I grab the broom, and I'm just about to swing at it again, and it moves towards me. I drop the broom, the pot that I had on my head then flew off my head. I have the Lysol still. I try to spray it. It sits still for like 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden it just like makes this move. It's like a lunge on me. I'm like, out of nowhere, I just picked up my foot and I just slammed down. And I heard a crunching sound. It was like, it was the worst thing. It was nasty. And the stuff starts going on the floor. It's like gooey stuff and everything. So I figured, I got it. It's dead. You can survive now. It's gone. So I start cleaning up. I start sweeping. I start mopping. I'm fixing the blinds. The blinds are still going back and forth because of the light. I've been moving things around. The light's flickering. Everything's going on. And I've done swept mop probably about 4 or 5 times. I take off my gym shoes and I decide they gotta go to garbage because they got bug juice on them. I can't keep them. I can't picture in my head keeping them. So I throw them in the garbage with the bug, and I sweep and mop one more time. Now I don't forgot that he was on the phone. I had put the phone down, and after I cleaned the last time, I just plopped to the floor and I was just spread out like an eagle, like like a crime scene photo where like before, before they put the tape around you when the person's dead. That's how I looked on the floor. Like I was just laid out like that because I was so tired. So next thing you know, I hear him on the phone. Oh Lord, what have I done? I can't tell her family that I done let a 6-foot bug kill her. They're gonna call crime scene investigations looking for me because they're gonna think I killed this girl. He said it was a bug. He said, I don't know. He said, I don't know. Maybe I should go back inside and try to help her. He says, I've been quiet in there for a few minutes. Maybe the bug won. I don't know. So I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing out loud because I think it's hilarious. And, he deserves that because he didn't help me with the bug. So I'm just laying there. So he comes in the house. He was making all kind of noise outside. So he grabs something. Comes in the house. He has a tire iron in his hand. And he was like, oh no. He's like, oh no. The bug done got her. She's dead. She's just laying there. The bug's got her. I'm like, no. I'm okay. I just need you to take the trash out. I killed the bug. I cleaned up. I'm just exhausted. Just take the bug out, please. Just do me that favor. He goes, grabs the bag. I kid you not, the bag starts moving. It's like wiggling. It's moving back around. The bug's still alive. So he takes the bag, starts running with it. He's got the tire iron in his hand, starts hitting the bag. Hitting it. He's doing like kung fu stuff on the bag, trying to kill whatever's in there. He's like yelling, ah, 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 running up and down like the sidewalk and everything. And he finally makes it to the garbage can and he throws it in. Comes back inside. He was like, oh my God, that bug was huge. I was like, yeah, I know. I said, I know. I said, but we're gonna be all right now. I said, we're gonna be okay. So he closes the door. Give me a little something to drink. And I'm done for the night. I'm like, okay, the bug ordeal is over. I don't even want a snack at this time because I'm thinking about the bug. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to sleep. So the next day, I'm kind of still traumatized by this. Just a little bit. So I called up one of my friends and I decided, you know what? Let me tell her what happened with the bug. I said, maybe I'll feel better after I speak about it. Maybe I'll just be a little bit better. So I'm telling her about the bug, and she's like, oh, why didn't you just catch it and release it? So I'm like, okay, you want me to catch a bug that looked like it's 6 feet tall, that could wear toddler pants, and release it? I don't even know how the bug got in the house. Like, it didn't crawl through no crack. It didn't come through no side door. It had to break an entry or something with its antennas to get in the door. Because this bug was huge. It did not come through no crack. She's like, oh. She's like, I don't believe you. You're making this up. I'm like, no, the bug was huge. I said, there was no catching and releasing of this bug. It was not going to go nowhere. She said, well, you know, bugs, you know, they just die after a week or two. You could have just let it live in your house. And then, you know, just let it die. And then, you know, the bug would have been gone. I said, now, listen, chick. I call people that I like chick. You know, they're my friends. I call them chick. I was, you know, when I'm a little upset. So I said, listen, chick. You wanted me to let the bug live rent-free in my house. Not paying no rent. For as long as it was supposed to live. I said, mind you, now this is a huge 6-foot bug. In my eyes, it's 6 feet, okay? It wear Tyler pants. I said, so you want me to let it live rent-free? It had to take weeks, months, years to get to that big for a bug. But you wanted me to let it stay in the house for free. She was like, oh, you know, she said, you're exaggerating. She said, no bug would have been like there that long. I said, listen, it wasn't no army ant bug. It wasn't like it was an army ant and it was going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, wake me up and say, come on, girl, you got to work out. We're going to do this. It wasn't going to help me out like that. No, that wasn't that type of bug. I said, and it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't a termite. It wasn't going to make me no damn furniture. I said, if it's going to make me some furniture, I could sell it on eBay and I get some money out of this bug. No, it wasn't that type of bug. It wasn't no honeybee. I wasn't going to get no honey glazed ham out of this. I wasn't going to get no honey from my tea or anything like this. No, this is like a lazy big bug that was just going to stay up in the house and eat all the sugar cubes. That's all it was. She's like, oh, I really do think you're exaggerating. I said, no, you don't understand. This bug was big enough to be somebody's pet. Like somebody, like an old man that couldn't see, probably walk around the neighborhood looking for their pet. Thinking that, where did I lose my dog at? Because, you know, because they can't see. Thinking that it was a dog. Looking for their dog. Saying, oh, have you seen my dog at? Where's the big man? You know, have you seen it? Putting up photos of the dog in the neighborhood, looking for this dog. She's like, well, if it was somebody's pet, maybe you should have put a leash on it and walked around the neighborhood. I said, really? Really? I'm going to put a leash on a bug and walk around the neighborhood. I said, you see how stupid you sound right now? She was like, no. She's like, you said it's big enough to be somebody's pet, but maybe that's what you should have did. I said, you know what? I did that owner a favor. She's like, what do you mean by that? I was like, if it was that big of a bug, you know, when that person was at work, it was calling them every day like this. Hey, when you're on your way home, can you stop at the store and maybe pick me up some sugar cubes? I want the good brand, Domino's, you know? Wasting that old man's money. I said, that's what type of bug it was. She said, oh, you're being silly right now. I was like, no. I said, you told me to walk around the neighborhood. I said, I'm just telling you, I did the owner a favor. I said, if anything, I said, you never know. This bug could have been taking advantage of that old person. And every day I got paid, it would probably be like, hey, it's about me $40. So me and Ladybug and Little Roach can go out and hang out. Come on now. I said, you know that bug wasn't paying them back. Come on now. And then all of a sudden I hear silence. She's like, Dolores, I can't even deal with you right now. You know, she's like, you know, you're just over exaggerating. I said, really? I said, if that bug was in your house, what would you have done? I said, you don't even have to answer. I said, I know what you would have did. So you would have took a blowtorch and you would have tried to kill the blowtorch. Your whole house would have been burnt down. You would have been staying on my couch right now. I said, or that bug would have been on your couch, laying there, wearing a t-shirt that says adulting because it took out garbage one time. And then she was like, oh, Dolores, you're going to have to call me back when COVID's over. And we'll go out and get some drinks. And we'll have to discuss this bug situation again at that time. I was like, okay, girl, I'll call you back. Thanks for letting me talk to you. Thanks for letting me vent. I'll be okay. So I hang up the phone with her, and I'm like, I'm still a little traumatized. I'm shaking like this, and this is my good hand. You know, I'm shaking still. So I'm like, okay, well, just maybe, you know, you just need to, you know, chill for a little bit. Everything. Don't think about the bug. You'll be okay. So for like 2 or 3 days, all I'm doing is looking like this. Looking up the ceiling, looking for bugs, looking behind curtains, looking behind the blinds, looking behind my recliner, looking behind his recliner, looking everywhere for bugs. Now my boyfriend over it. He don't faze him at all. Sports on TV, he's good. It's not phasing. I think PBT, post bug trauma. It's a real condition. Like I'm still traumatized by it. This was a couple days ago. I'm still traumatized by it. A little shaken. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So, next day it happens. I have a little dream about the bug. I dream that the bug is laying in bed next to me. Now, the bug that's laying in the bed next to me, like, it wakes me up in the dream and tells me to go make it some coffee. And to put extra sugar in the coffee, you know, because he likes the sugar cubes. Put some extra sugar in there, you know, and everything. And then I'm like, so where's my boyfriend at? And he was like, well, I wanted a little snack last night, so I kind of ate him. So, like, I wake up, jump up, and I look over, and, you know, I'm still in bed. So I lean back and I push over to cover a little bit. Just make sure my boyfriend's still there. He was still there. A little happy and a little disappointed at the time, but he was still there. So that day goes by, and I'm thinking, okay, just put it back in your head, Dolores. You're okay. You're over the bug trauma. Don't think about it no more. Don't think about the bug. Next night, another dream. Now this one, it wasn't the dream that got me. It was what happened after the dream that got me. The dream was, they're just knocking on the door. I go open the door, and there's this huge bug, like a little snake knife, like about this big. It's like, you killed my father, prepare to die. And, you know, part of me's laughing because I'm like, okay, that's my favorite movie. So it's like, you know, okay, that's kind of cool. But, like, it scared me because there was a huge bug at the door. I wake up from the dream, like, okay, Dolores, that was kind of funny, you know, you may be getting a little bit better. But what had happened, that part that did scare me, was a little bit later on. I had forgot that I had ordered stuff from Amazon. So about an hour later, there is a real knock at the door. I go open the door, there's nobody there. And, you know, my package is on the floor, but I'm looking around for a bug because, like, there's nobody there. Yeah, so, yeah, I was still a little traumatized by that, too. I won't be ordering from Amazon for a couple days now. Yeah. So anyway, the bug was huge. And I think they should make a condition called PBT, post-bug trauma. And for that day that you had the post-bug trauma, hotels should let you spend the night there for free. No questions asked. You just show them a picture of the bug with a date stamp on the bottom just to show that you had an incident for that day. And I think all local bars should give you liquor for free. Like maybe even give you like a bug hat so that way everybody in the bar knows that you had a trauma event, and then so they could buy you shots or something. I'm just saying. And then I think on the next day after this happens, you should be allowed to call in sick to work. No questions asked. Just send them a picture of the bug. Just say, here's some trauma. I think it's a condition. I think it should be recognized. PBT. Just saying. It should happen. So, now here's another thing that with the bugs. Now, I already didn't like bugs. So, those of you that are my friends, don't invite me to your house if you have bugs in your house. I'm not going to eat your food. Not going to happen. I don't care if I'm starving. I'm not eating your food. Because all I'm going to be thinking about is that there's a bug watching me eat. Or there's a bug that went into the food that didn't make its way back out. I'm not going to eat your food. So, Don't be insulted. Don't invite me to your house if you have bugs. I'm not gonna eat your food. And if you do have bugs, and they're like 5th generation bugs, like, you know, you have grandma bug living there with the grandkids, don't be bringing stuff to like parties or anything like that you cooked. Don't do it. Just, I don't know, for people like me with PPD, we already traumatized. Just don't do it. So that was my rant for today about bugs. And as you can see, I'm still a little shaken. That's my good hand. And yeah, until next time. Next time I'll talk about broke butt commercials. Commercials that they should have during the holidays. And not these ones where people are buying fancy cars when you're broke. Thank you. Bye.